Reflex Energizer, and that machine sends electrical impulses through the bottoms of the feet into your body. And what I equate it to is kind of like reflexology. I used to be a reflexologist, and I also used to be a massage therapist. And by pressing on certain parts of the feet, that relates to different organs in the body. In fact, I have a chart here that I can show you that shows the different organs in the body and how they're related to the feet. So like if somebody is pressing on your big toe, that's related to your brain and your head area. If they're pressing on the middle part here, that's related to like your lung and your breast. Or you get a little bit lower, that's the solar plexus. A little bit lower than that, that's the liver. And then it comes into the colon and intestines and things like that, and kidneys. So again, all the organs in your body are related to your feet. Also, there's hand charts. All the organs in your body related to your hands. There's also things called iridology, which all the organs in your body are related to your ears. And there's iridology, which means all the organs in your body are related to your eyes. Now, if people have ever had acupuncture and they do it on the ears, that's how they do it. They work on the ears. Or if you do reflexology, you massage the feet, or handology, you actually work on the hands. So by putting your feet on the Electro Reflex, it sends electrical stimulation through the bottoms of the feet, which not only helps open up the energy pathways in the body, it can help all the different organs in the body, as we saw in that chart. So I'll give you an example. When I first got it, I played with it and I turned it up as high as I could, and my feet were literally jumping off there. Now I tell people, don't turn it up all the way, especially in the beginning, because it's kind of shocking. It's almost like touching an electric fence, and you wouldn't want to do that. So gradually turn the dial up and you'll start to feel the pulsation going through your feet. So what's it good for? If people have neuropathy, which is, neuropathy, if you don't know what that is, it's like you have no feeling in the feet. I took a gentleman with neuropathy, we put him on the Electro Reflex, and after 20 minutes, he had that thing cranked all the way up. Now, if I had it cranked all the way up, it would actually almost, you'd have to pull me off the ceiling, because I've only cranked up for a few seconds, and I had to turn it back down, but he cranked up all the way, and he said, this feels good. And after 20 minutes, he said, Jeff, I think I can feel the carpeting for the first time in years. So neuropathy is one thing. Also, if you know anybody that's got plantar fasciitis, it's extreme pain in the feet. I brought my Electro Reflex over to a guy with plantar fasciitis, and I borrowed it to him for a week, and when I went back to get it, he said, I want one. I said, okay, I'll order you one. He says, no, I want this one. I said, well, that's a used one. He says, I don't care. You're not taking it. Anyway, he bought my used one because he used it twice a day, and the pain was pretty much gone throughout the whole day. So anybody with plantar fasciitis or the neuropathy, awesome. If you have sore feet, awesome. If you have carpal tunnel in the hands, you can put your hands on there. It'll get rid of the pain in the hands within usually 15 minutes for most people. For parasites, we've been told that by Connie Stoner, she's a certified massage therapist, she recommends mode 1 for parasites. Now everybody's got parasites if you eat meat. If you eat any kind of meat, there's some kind of parasite in your body. Now some people have an overabundance of them, which can make you sick. A low amount you might not even hardly notice. But her son had parasites. She used the Electro Reflex on him, and after about the 3rd or 4th day, he said, Mommy, come look in the bathroom. And he had passed worms in his stool. And the 2nd day, he passed another kind of worm in his stool. I got a friend that's got a cat. She's got an indoor cat and an outdoor cat. And she'd be using the Electro Reflex every day. Well, the outdoor cat would jump on her lap while she's using the Electro Reflex. The indoor cat wouldn't. And after the 3rd day of the cat sitting on her lap while she's using the Electro Reflex, she went out to the garage and she noticed in the cat's litter box it had passed about a 2.5, 3-inch worm out of the stool. So we know it's great for parasites. Connie says if you use the Electro Reflex for 11 days, twice a day, preferably mode 1, you'll probably eradicate most or almost all the parasites in your body. In fact, we had a testimony here from a gal. Her name is Lori Dahl from St. Cloud, Minnesota, and she wrote to us about the Electro Reflex. It says, the Electro Reflex has worked wonders for my 7-year-old daughter, Ashlyn. I have always taken my family to a reflexologist for all well-being ever since Ashlyn was born. The ever-present parasites have always been a problem. Unfortunately, Ashlyn's stomach has been too weak to fight them off like most people can, and her parasites have always developed into tapeworms. These tapeworms would cause sharp stomach pains, and Ashlyn would lose interest in eating so much that people started to think she was malnourished. I received the Energizer for Christmas, and Ashlyn was the first person to use it. Only 5 or 10 minutes a week she used it, and we were shocked at our next visit to the reflexologist. We had no idea what she had been using, but his first comment as he checked her out was a shocked statement. In the 7 years I've been seeing you and your family, this is the first time there's not a single parasite in any of you. In fact, this is our first time that Ashlyn has not had a tapeworm. I was elated. I had immediately noticed the difference myself. For the first time, Ashlyn was eating well, even second helpings at mealtime. A first for her. She has grown 2 inches in the last 7 months, and the change in her is unbelievable. Knowing what parasites do to a person's body, I can say we'll always use the Energizer just 5 to 10 minutes a week to keep ourselves healthy. Lori Dahl, St. Cloud, Minnesota. So again, that little Electro Reflex machine can do a lot for you. If you have any kind of pain anywhere in the body and you want to really break it up fast, just put the pads on anywhere in the body and it'll break up pain rather quickly. I need to read the warning the company has for the Electro Reflex Energizer. It says, warning, this device should not be used if you have or use any electronic medical instruments such as an implanted heartbeat regulators, artificial hearts or lungs, or implanted pacemakers. Persons who are pregnant, nursing a baby, have any medical condition, or are taking any prescription drugs should consult with their doctors before using. So that's the company's recommendation, and definitely if you've got any kind of implanted heart regulators or any implanted organs, I would definitely say do not use that machine. So if you know anybody with carpal tunnel, plantar fasciitis, or neuropathy, or pain in different parts of their body, see if you can let them experience the Electro Reflex and then see what it'll do for them. Now we're going to demo the Electro Reflex machine, and this machine is like, if you turn up too high, it's like touching an electric fence. So you have control, so don't be scared. All right? Now the first thing we do is we put it flat on the floor, and we use bare feet, and we use moistened paper towels. You cannot use socks or nylons. You have to have bare feet. Now you don't always have to have moistened paper towels, but we found that if you do use moistened paper towels, you get better conductivity, and you won't electrocute yourself. Just don't have them dripping. All right, so you put one on each side of the pads there, then you go ahead and put your feet on there, and what happens is you have a dial here that has got a timer and a mode, and you start in the off position, and when you turn it on, it starts to flash. We're in mode 1, and mode 1, you gradually turn it up till you start to feel it. Also, you want to keep your knees pretty straight. The machine also comes with a belt that you can put around here. It's like a little black belt. I didn't bring that with me today, to keep your knees straight in alignment. And it's not good to have them out like that, and it's not good to have them together like that, just to be straight. All right. Now, mode 1 is like a pounding mode. And so, do you feel it yet, Pam?
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of like a boom, 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 and then it changes, and it goes brum, 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 and then it's like brum, brum. And it takes time to go through mode 1. Mode 2 is, I tell people, is more of a, you turn it off to go to the next mode, press the mode button, it switches modes, then you go to mode 2, and again you turn up till you feel it. Don't overturn it. I turned it up too much for Pam there. She jumped. Mode 2 is kind of like a prickly feeling mode. That's what I call it. Don't you say that? Like a prickly feeling? Yeah. And each mode works different parts of the feet, too. And then mode 3 is more of a massaging mode. So to go to mode 3, you turn it off, press the mode button again, it goes to mode 3, and you turn it back on. And then mode 3 is a combination of mode 1 and 2, so it's more of a massaging mode. Now, some people don't like this machine. A lot of people love it. So it's kind of up to you, but I prefer mode 3. Can you feel mode 3?
Yeah.
It feels more relaxing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tell people, if you don't like a mode a real lot, just use whatever mode you like the best. And again, always have the moistened paper towels and the bare feet on there. There's also, it's actually 2 machines in one. So the foot part is great for the feet, to relax the feet, to create stimulation, to create circulation, to get the energy flowing. You can also use this on your hands. People with carpal tunnel, I'm going to take these pads off here. Actually, let's flip them over once. And then you can put your hands right on there. If you've got carpal tunnel, within 10 to 15 minutes, the carpal tunnel pain has been gone with the majority of the people that we've put with the carpal tunnel pain. Also, if you really want to work the carpal tunnel, which is usually in the wrists, you can kind of bend the wrist up a little bit. In fact, you probably want to take that off. And yeah, you notice how her hands are up so that she gets her wrists on there like that. That'll really work it good that way too. This is also another machine which, if you ever heard of chiropractors, they call them TENS units. And you can actually plug in an adapter here, and when you plug in the adapter, the energy gets taken away from the feet and it goes into these pads. So what you can do then is, let's say you've got tight shoulders, you can put the pads, actually the pads have a little sticky piece on it that you pull off, and then you attach this right to bare skin. So you could put a pad on each side of the shoulders, you could put it up inside the shoulders there, you could put it anywhere down the back. Again, if you do it down the back, it's going to work different parts of the spine. You could put it, say you had a bad knee problem, you could probably put it on either side of the leg, up and down the entire leg on both sides. You could also put it, I suppose, on your waist or basically anywhere. I've had put mine on my neck like this. I think the instructions say to not put it above your neck. I've heard of Connie Stoner, who was a massage therapist. She's put it on her ears. So, you kind of do what you want, but you have total control of how much energy is going into these pads. So again, you can use the pads or the feet, and you have control over everything. You have nothing to lose except your problems. In fact, when I first took a look at this business, I didn't want to have anything to do with it, but it actually turned into a business for me. So now we have thousands of people out there earning part-time and full-time income with these machines. Synten has over a 15-year track record. They guarantee their products with a 2-week money-back guarantee. They believe in their products so much that they'll let you put it on a credit card, they'll ship it to your house, and you have 14 days after you receive the products to use them. If you're not 100% satisfied, you can return them to the company. I'm hoping you get a chance to enjoy all 3 machines, see what they can do for you. It's been said that the quality of your life will be determined more by your health than your wealth. By choosing to use our machines, you're choosing to be healthier.